The ceasefire deal in Gaza is expected to begin this Sunday. It will set off a wave of political and military shifts that will likely be felt across West Asia for years to come. After 15 months of war with Israel, Hamas, Hezbollah, and other Islamist militant groups are now emerging from the conflict considerably weakened. For Hamas, simply surviving the conflict is a major achievement. But the organization's military strength has been severely degraded, with many of its top leaders, including the mastermind behind the October 7, 2023 attack, Yahya Sinwar and Ismail Haniyeh, getting killed in the war. The leadership of Hamas is now split between hardliners in Gaza and more pragmatic leaders based abroad. And in Gaza, the local population is growing increasingly disillusioned with the group's failure to protect civilians amidst the destruction of their homes. The war has left over 46,000 dead, with millions displaced in the Palestinian enclave. But one of the most significant shifts has come in Hezbollah's power in Lebanon. Once a dominant force in the axis of resistance, the group has suffered massive losses in its battle with Israel. This includes the destruction of much of its arsenal and the loss of key leadership figures like Hassan Nasrallah. In Syria, the fall of Bashar al-Assad's regime has also dealt a devastating blow to the Hezbollah's logistics network. While pro-Iranian militias in Iraq have been largely ineffective in their attempts to inflict damage on Israel, Iran, the arch nemesis of Israel and the key backer of these groups, is also in a weakened position. It's only the Houthis in Yemen who are still active, but their capabilities and influence are far more limited than those of Hamas and Hezbollah before the conflict. However, the shifts don't stop there. The success of Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, an Islamist group in Syria, represents a new model of pragmatic extremism. Led by Ahmad al-Shara, the group has made efforts to present itself as a more moderate force while continuing to fight for Islamic rule in Syria. It has been reaching out to minorities and downplayed religious agendas. So as these major groups decline, a broader question emerges. Will West Asia finally move away from violent extremism as a political tool? Or will new, more pragmatic forms of Islamist ideology fill the vacuum left by the collapse of Hamas, Hezbollah, and others? As the ceasefire holds, many hope that the region could see a shift towards stability. But experts warn that the road to peace is fraught with challenges and long-term outcomes are still uncertain. Bureau Report, India Today Global.